Looking into a greener future not only means discovering new and improved sustainable energy solutions, it also means creating more habitable places that currently don't exist. With an ever-growing number of people on the planet, we need to utilize space and resources in more efficient and innovative ways. Hi, I'm Anita Anthony, and you're watching EchoTrack. Russia is by far the largest country in the world, but because climatic conditions in many parts of the country can be harsh, living conditions are at times challenging. Eastern Siberia, with its long and bitter winters, is one example. Here, the deactivated diamond mine has left a crater 1 kilometer in diameter and 500 meters deep. The architectural studio AB Alice in Moscow now has plans underway to build an entire sun-powered underground city for more than 100,000 people in this crater. The project, EcoCity 2020, is still in the planning stages but does have the potential to become real. The new city is designed to be divided into 3 levels with a vertical farm, forests, residences, and recreational areas. One of the most interesting aspects of the proposal is the glass dome that will protect the city and would be covered by photovoltaic cells that will harvest enough solar energy for the new development. Central Core houses a majority of the vertical circulations and infrastructure along with a multi-level research center. The housing area is located on the first level with outdoor terraces overlooking a forest in the center of the city. The idea is to create a new type of highly dense urbanism in harmony with nature. The Mercedes-Benz F-Cell World Drive is on its way home, having crossed Russia and arriving in Scandinavia. There are only a few more days left for the 3B class F-Cells until they return to Stuttgart, home of Mercedes-Benz, where they started their round-the-world emission-free journey on January 29th. The F-Cell powered electric cars are an example of how developing a technology that can also be in harmony with nature. The goal for future mobility is to eliminate CO2 emissions, and the F-Cells showcase a technology that has the potential to make this possible. Another futuristic, self-sustainable, green environmental concept has taken shape for use above ground and at sea in Russia. The Ark Hotel was designed by Remy Studio in connection with the International Union of Architects program Architecture for Disaster Relief. Russian architect Alexander Remezov is the mastermind behind the project, and he believes that his floating slinky, which can hold up to 10,000 people, can be used for multiple purposes. The design uses solar panels and a rainwater collection system to provide people with power and water and a greenhouse-style environment for vegetation, providing a food source and helping to improve air quality. Through the transparent roof, there is enough light for plants and for illuminating the inner rooms. The design's main materials are timber, steel, and high-strength ETFE plastic, and it is built to handle land and/or water. The Ark has been designed to withstand floods, earthquakes, and other natural disasters caused by rising sea levels. The World Wildlife Fund is also committed to a future in which humans play an integral role in caring for and preserving our environment. The WWF is the largest independent conservation organization in the world and has had a strong presence in the Russian Federation. Russia is facing a lot of environmental challenges, and the WWF has been a proactive partner in many projects in Russia, ranging from the preservation of wildlife to forest protection and sustainable forest restoration. Thanks to the organization, the population of the famous white Siberian tigers that once were almost completely extinct has steadily increased. Christian met with Alexei Knishnikov, an environmental policy officer, who gives us an overview about the many initiatives the WWF Russia is involved in.
Yeah, I think as soon as Russia now becomes a really open country, a lot of our citizens traveling a lot, so we feel that every year people more and more understand what does mean sustainable, what does mean environmental responsible business and so on. So for us, it's much easier to work both with population and even with business who have this international connection. So we have really a big corporate club, so companies who are working in Russia or Russian-based companies, they really want to collaborate with us.
The Mercedes-Benz F-Cell World Drive has now accomplished almost 27,000 of the 30,000 kilometers driving around the world. The cars are now well on the way to Stuttgart, where they are expected to arrive on June 1st. From St. Petersburg, the F-Cells drove to Helsinki and then were transported by ferry to Stockholm. Last week, Christian showed you the layout of the F-Cell car, and today we want to give you a little closer look as to how fuel cell technology actually works.
The functional principle of a fuel cell is simple. A controlled electrochemical reaction between hydrogen and oxygen takes place. This produces energy and heat. A membrane inside the fuel cell separates the two gases. Only the protons of the hydrogen can pass through it. Released electrons branch off and the resulting electrical current drives the vehicle. The protons and electrons react with the oxygen atoms to form H2O, better known as water.
The next edition of EchoTrack will be presented on Monday, June 5th, featuring the arrival of the F-Cell Wall Drive back in Stuttgart. See you there!